So here we are back again with my best and worst cases video. This time it's for the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And if you're not familiar with my best and worst case video, this is where I'm going to be testing all these cases to let you know which ones are the worst and which ones are the best. And really quick, I'm going to give a huge thank you to all my supporters over these past years. And if you're new here and you want to show your support for my channel, all you need to do is hit that like button to show me that you care that I'm doing this for you, and consider subscribing to my channel. So as you can see, we have a ton of different cases to be tested, and this is probably my biggest case review ever. And if there's a case out there that you'd like to see included in my best and worst case video, definitely let me know in the comments below. Now, I have read all of your comments on my past cases videos, and you want me to give you my recommendation on which cases I would personally use myself, and I will be doing that at the end of the video. And I will also be putting links for each one of these cases in the video description, as well as timestamps, because this is going to be a lengthy video, but stick with me because I guarantee you're going to find one case here you're going to absolutely love. But for now, grab your snacks, sit back and relax, and enjoy the video. And then here we have the MOUS Clarity 2.0 case. It is a hard-backed case. As you can see, it's got that MagSafe magnet built into it, and it's surrounded by a firm TPU-type rubbery material. Now, if we look at the inside real quick, as you can see that AeroShock material surrounding the whole inner side of this case. So in case your phone happens to be dropped or thrown into the air, when it comes down, that material will absorb that shock, keeping your phone totally protected. Phone fits in there really nice, feels nice in the hand. It is a little grippy. It's definitely not slippery. Buttons, easily accessible, nice and clicky. They protrude off the case just enough so you can easily find them. Very nice. If we look at the side here, again, as you can see, it doesn't hardly add any extra bulk to the phone. It's got a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect your screen. And if we look at the other side here, as you can see, we have our power button and our volume buttons, which are separated. And you know that I love that. We have our lanyard hole on both sides. On the bottom here, we have our S Pen cutout, our speaker, and our charging port. You can easily access your S Pen as well. Then on the back, again, it's nice and clear to show off the color of your phone. As far as fingerprints goes, it picks up minimal fingerprints, and the little bit that it does pick up, you can easily just wipe away. Just like that. And then we also have a little recession to protect those camera lenses as well. Very nice. And here I happen to have a MagSafe charger. You just easily clip it onto the back of your phone, and your phone starts to charge. And it holds on there just enough to where you don't have to worry about it just falling off. So this is a pretty nice case. Again, feels nice in the hand, and we're going to see how protective this is for my phone when I throw it into the air. And you can use this case with regular wireless chargers as well. So I really do like this case. I like the fact that it shows off the color of your phone as well as that MagSafe, and it's got great protection for your phone. Now, another thing really quick, I just wanted to show you that no other cases really seem to have this. If you look here on the bottom of your phone, it's got this little lip, kind of like the top, but not as pronounced. And that's for when you put your phone on its back, it still won't touch whatever you put it on because of those little lips. So that's definitely another really cool feature. I would definitely recommend this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Limitless 5.0 Aramid case by MOUS. This is a really nice case. This is probably my most favorite case that MOUS makes so far. If we look at the back here, as you can see, it's got that nice soft Aramid fiber backing. Very cool. And on the inside, again, it's got that AeroShock gel. In case you happen to drop your phone, that gel will absorb the impact so your phone won't get damaged. On the inside, it's got a really nice kind of soft material, kind of feels like suede-ish a little bit, but it'll keep the back of your glassed phone, like the 23 Ultras, nice and scratch-free. It's also surrounded by a nice firm rubber material. So there it is in the case. Feels very nice in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. It just feels, it feels right. It feels nice. As far as buttons goes, nice and clicky. Buttons are very easily pressable. They have a very good tactile feedback to them. Very nice. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. Still has that nice raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. And this case here does not seem to have that little lip on the underside like the Clarity 2.0 did, but that's okay. It's still a very protective case. As you can see, we have a little kind of texture on the side for grip or lanyard hole. On the other side here, we have our lanyard hole, that same grip. Then we have our power button and our volume buttons. Very nice. On the bottom, we have our S Pen cutout, our speaker, and our charging port. You can very easily access your S Pen. On the back here, again, that aramid fiber is so nice and smooth and it doesn't pick up any fingerprints. This case, again, also has built-in MagSafe technology as well, so you can use all of iPhone's MagSafe accessories. And if we look over by the cameras, it's got a nice recession to keep those camera lenses protected. I really love this case. Feels really nice, looks really nice. These buttons, so easily pressable. Again, this is probably my most favorite mouse case, and I would definitely give it a thumbs up. And here we have Supcase's Unicorn Beetle Pro case. This is the Tilt color. It's a very nice metallic blue. It does come with a belt holder, which is really nice. This is a two-piece design case, and it doesn't come with a built-in screen protector either. So all you need to do is pull out the inner liner from the case, just like that. Then put that outer liner over your phone, just like this. Kind of clips into place. And then put that whole thing back into the outer portion of the case itself. And there you go. Now you are really protected. Your phone is inside this case very well, and if you happen to drop it, you won't have to worry about your phone just popping out. It does feel very nice in the hand. Buttons are nice and clicky, easily accessible. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it adds a little bulk to the phone, but again, you are really protected. It's got a nice bump on the top and the bottom to protect your screen in case you put it face down. It's got the nice serrated edges for grip. On the side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, we have our covered charging port, our speaker, and our cutout for our S Pen. On the back here, it's got a really nice hard backing with that carbon fiber inlay and these little nubs to protect the back. It's got a nice recession to protect your cameras. And it also has a built-in kickstand that you can easily pull out just like that. And you can watch some Netflix, YouTube, or take a Zoom call if you want. And it easily stows back into place with a nice little click. And you can also put your phone with the screen facing out into the belt clip if you want to. I always recommend putting the screen inside because then it's always protected. And the belt clip also rotates 360 degrees. And if you're wondering if the phone will charge through this case, yes it will. So no problems there either. So I would definitely recommend this case. It is definitely going to protect your phone, especially if you have kids or something. If it happens to drop, you know that your phone is definitely protected because it is military grade drop tested. And then here we have one of the newest patterns for the UB Pro. This is the Camo Glitch. That actually looks really cool. Very nice. It's got the black face with the Camo Glitch back. And here we have one of the other newer patterns. This is the Camo Gray, which I'm pretty partial to. Looks really cool. It's got that nice carbon fiber inlay. And it's got the gray insert here to give it a nice contrast. And then here's another new color. This is the FDE. I think that actually looks pretty cool. It's got that nice brown carbon fiber inlay. And on the front, it's got that contrasting tan insert. Kind of reminds me of the military in the desert look. And then here we have Supcase's Edge XT case. This case does have a two-piece design. It's got a nice inner layer that goes over your phone with the built-in screen protector that works with the fingerprint sensor, and that just pushes right into the outer portion of the case that does have a clear shell on the back. Before we put the inner portion over our phone, make sure you thoroughly clean off the screen, because if you don't, whatever's on the screen will be trapped underneath the screen protector. Then just peel off that inner screen protector layer. Then we're going to peel off the little peel off screen for your fingerprint sensor. Try not to touch the inner portion of the screen. Then just put this over the top of your phone like so. And then press down on the little fingerprint sensor in the middle here. Make sure there's no bubbles. And then take that whole thing and just press it into the outer portion of the protector. Once that's done, you can peel off the screen protector. Again, with that little circle in the middle here, just make sure there's no bubbles. So just press it firmly in place until they all disappear. Now, you may have to register your fingerprints again, but you can always try it first. And if it works, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we're going to re-register my fingerprints. As you can see, it's registering without any issues. And there we go. So now we'll go ahead and try our fingerprints again. And there's no issues. Very nice. Okay. So as far as touch goes, touch seems to be working just fine. There is a little resistance, but no problems there. Buttons are super clicky, very easy to press, very nice. They do protrude outside of the case just a little bit, which I like because it makes it easy to find. Very nice. It does feel good in the hand. It is not slippery at all. I love how it's got the nice accented brown with the darker brown on the outer portion. The outer portion, which is darker, is a nice rubber, and the lighter tan color is a hard plastic. If we look at the side here, it's got some raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect your screen. The sides are a little rounded off, as you can see, kind of like the phone. On the side here, we have our Supcase logo, our power and volume rockers, which are separated, which I absolutely love too. On the bottom here, we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker grill, and our charging port. On the back here, it's got a nice clear cover that does have a little protector on it for when you get it to keep the screen nice and clean, show off the color of your phone. And it also has a little recession to protect your camera lenses. Now, as far as fingerprints goes, it picks up a little bit of fingerprints, but not too bad. And we'll try out our S Pen. So the S Pen does work fine on the screen. There is a lot of resistance with the S Pen. You may or may not like that. I kind of like a little resistance. But this one does seem to have a pretty significant amount of resistance on the screen, but it is still working just fine. And if you're wondering how it works with wireless charging, no problems there. Now, if you're wondering why it looks a little weird on the corner here, that's because there's a screen protector on the inner portion that I forgot to take off, but that's why it looks like that. That's not normally there. If I were to peel it off, it would look fine. And as you can see, if we look at the corner here, you can see the edge of that protector that I forgot to take off. So this is a really nice case also, and it's definitely going to protect your phone in case you happen to drop it. So I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. Then here we have the Edge XT in that tilt color. It's got a nice metallic side with a kind of different color blue rubber material. Looks really nice. This is, again, a two-piece design, and it's got a built-in screen protector that works with your fingerprint sensor. Separated buttons, which I love. Very cool. All right, and here we have I-Blason's Armorbox case. This is the tilt color. It's kind of like a metallic light blue. And with the Armorbox case, I-Blason also includes an extra inner portion that does have a built-in screen protector as well, which is really nice. It also comes with a really nice belt clip that has a clip that rotates 360 degrees. Very nice. And then here is the case itself that does come with an inner liner that allows you to use your own screen protector. So first you want to peel out the inner layer from the outer layer. It's a little hard to do, but once you get it, you just kind of peel that out just like that. We're going to be using the liner that has the built-in screen protector, so I can show you how well the fingerprint sensor works. Just make sure if you're going to be using the one with the screen protector on it, make sure you clean off your screen really well on your phone before you install this. We just need to peel off the little sticker here on the inside. Try not to touch any other portion of the inner screen. Then just place this over the top of your phone, just like that. Then press down on the little fingerprint sensor on the middle, getting rid of all the bubbles. Then take this whole portion here and put it on the inner. Then take the whole portion here and press it into the outer portion of the case. And then peel off the outer screen protector. And there we go. Looks pretty nice. Now you may have to re-register your fingerprints once you install this, but you can try them first to see if they still work. Mine does, so perfect. I don't have to re-register. As far as touch goes, touch working perfectly fine. There is a little resistance on the screen, just something to note. It does have a little cutout for your camera and your speaker grill up top. Feels very nice in the hand, nice and grippy. On the sides here, it's got some serrated edges to help with the grip. It's got your power button and your volume rockers, which is separated. It's got very nice reinforced edges on all four corners of the phone, so in case you happen to drop it, you know that it's going to be protected. It does add a little bit of bulk to the phone, but that's at the cost of extra protection. It's got a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect your screen. On the bottom here, we have our covered charging port, our speaker grill, and our cutout for our S Pen. On the back, we do have a plastic kickstand, and it also has a nice deep recession to protect those camera lenses. If you want to get the kickstand out, you just pull it out just like this, clips into place. Now you can watch some Netflix, YouTube, or take a Zoom call or whatever else you like. And then it easily clips back into place, just like that. It does have a nice hard plastic back as well for protection with some nice carbon fiber inlays. Let's see how the S Pen works on the screen. So the S Pen does work perfectly fine. There is quite a bit of resistance again with that S Pen, but it writes just fine. And then if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there. So if you want the max protection for your phone, the I-Blason Armorbox is definitely one I would take a look at, and I'm going to give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the I-Blason Cosmo SP case in Blue Cow. This is also a two-piece design case. It's got an inner portion with a built-in screen protector and the outer portion of the case. So again, make sure your screen is totally cleaned off before we install this. Once you've cleaned the screen off, you want to peel off this inner liner protector. And then very carefully peel off this little sticker here. Try not to touch the inner portion. Then just place this over your phone, making sure the little camera cutout on the top lines up with the camera on your phone. And then press down on the fingerprint sensor on the bottom here, making sure there's no bubbles. Then take this whole inner portion and press it into the case itself. Then peel off the screen protectors. Now again, you may have to re-register your fingerprints once you do this, but you can always try it, and if it works, then you're good to go. Mine seems to be working just fine. No problems there. Touch seems to be working just fine. There is a little resistance on the screen. It's got a cutout for your camera and your speaker grills. It feels really nice in the hand. It is nice and grippy. Buttons, very clicky, easily accessible, very nice. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It does have a nice raised edge on the bottom and the top to protect your screen. On the side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers, which are separated. I absolutely love that. On the bottom, it's got a cutout for your S Pen, speaker grill, and your charging port. On the back here, it's got a nice design with somewhat of a clear case. Doesn't seem to pick up fingerprints, which is nice. It's got a nice recession for your cameras. And it's also reinforced in all four of the edges in case you happen to drop your phone. You know that it's going to be protected. Let's test out our S Pen on the screen. So the S Pen does work on the screen, but again, there is quite a bit of resistance, but you can still draw without issues. And as far as wireless charging goes, no issues there. So this is a pretty nice case also, and I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have that SP case in spring. Here's another SP case in blue fly. It's got a nice silvery outline on the camera cutout, which is pretty nice. Here's another SP case in marble. It's got that nice rose gold outline for the camera cutout. And it also has a nice rose gold inlay as well. Here's another SP case in daisy blue. It's got that nice silvery outline again for the camera cutout. And then here we have the SP case in beige swirl. Again, it's got that silvery outline for the camera cutout. So here we have the VRS Design Glide Hybrid case. So here is the case. It is very industrial looking, very cool. It's got those rivets in the back here. And it also has a couple features. One, it holds up to 3 or 4 cards in here, so you can just leave your wallet at home if you want, put a couple credit cards, your ID, and you're good to go. The next really cool feature that it has is it has a built-in kickstand. So if you want to watch some YouTube, Netflix, or even take a Zoom call, you can do that as well. So let's put our phone inside the case here. Feels very nice in the hand. It doesn't feel too bulky. It kind of fits right in your palm with that little bump on the back. And it's also got these aggressive ridges on the side to help with our grip. As you can see from the side, it does add quite a bit of bulk to the phone, but again, you're adding 2 more features to the case. It's got a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom for your screen protection. And if we look at the other side, we have our power button and our volume rockers right here. On the bottom, it's got a cutout for your charging port, your speaker, and your S Pen. And you can easily access that because it has a nice little cutout for it. You can easily get your finger in there and take out your S Pen. And if we look at the back here, as you can see, again, it's got those really cool plastic rivets. This piece on the top and the bottom here is actually real metal, so you know it's quality. And it's kind of got that really cool design on the back. It also has a nice recession to protect your camera lenses as well. Now, as far as the buttons go, they are very easily clickable. It's kind of like just clicking the button on your phone. You barely have to touch the button, which is really nice. You can easily find them. The phone does feel good in the hand. It's not slippery at all. And if you need to access the bottom of your phone, you can still do that without any issues. Very nice case. And if you happen to drop your phone, you know it's definitely going to be protected because it's got that nice prominent chin and forehead, as well as that back protection. Now, if you're wondering if this will work with wireless charging, it won't because the back is so thick. And then again, you're still going to have some credit cards in there as well, blocking the wireless charging capabilities. But it's a trade-off. Again, you're getting 2 features that aren't normally on other cases. The back of the case very easily slides open where you can put your cards in. And then just slide that back into place. I guarantee if you get this case, you're going to be playing with this like it's a little fidget spinner. It just very easily slides open. Very cool. So the fact that this offers you a card holder and a kickstand all in one, I definitely think that this case is worth taking a look at, and I would give it a thumbs up. And here we have it in the green groove color. I actually like this. It's kind of like the OD green. Looks really cool. It's got the black accented back here. Very nice. God, you barely have to push the button. It's so nice. And then here we have the Glide Pro. It's pretty much just like the hybrid, but it doesn't have the kickstand. Still has a really cool card holder. Again, this one feels really nice in the hand. It is not slippery. Buttons, again, super clicky. Very nice, very easily findable and clickable. Again, if we look at the side, as you can see, this case is a little less bulky because it doesn't have that kickstand. So if you don't need the kickstand portion, the Glide Pro is definitely a case to check out. As you can see, it's still got that nice raised edge on the top and the bottom. We have our lanyard hole and that serration on the side for grip. On the other side, we have our power button, our volume rockers, that serration. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, the charging port, and our speaker. On the back again, it's got that really cool design and those metal strips on the top and the bottom. Still has that nice recession for your camera lens protection. And again, it's got that really cool card slider. So again, you can very easily just slide your cards in here and then close it up. And you don't have to worry about your cards falling out either. It's not going to just open up by itself. You have to just push just to give it a little bit of force to open up, and it stays closed. Now, if you're wondering about wireless charging for this case, let's see if it works. So wireless charging still does not work for this case either, just because it's got that big bump on the back. And here it is in the green groove. What do you guys think about the two-tone color? I actually love it because it makes it stand out. I don't think it would look as good if everything was green. I love this card holder on the back of the Glide Pro, and I'm sure you guys will too, so I'd definitely give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the newest case, the Neo Flip Active. So this one has a nice clear back on it, and it also has a card holder that's clear as well. Very cool. So this one feels just like the other ones, nice in the hand. Buttons are nice and clicky, easily accessible. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it just adds a little bit of bulk to the phone because of the card holder. It still has the nice raised edge on the top and the bottom. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume rockers, and it's got that serration in like a plastic. Also, all of these cases are reinforced in the edges again, in case you happen to drop your phone on its edge, it's going to be protected. On the back here, as you can see, it does show off the color of your phone. It's got a really nice deep well for those camera lenses, so they will be always protected. Now this case holder here kind of flips open with your hand, just like that. Then you can put all your cards in here, and then just simply close it up with a click. That is super cool. I really like how you can see the cards through the case holder. What do you guys think about that? Would you rather be totally transparent like it is, or blacked out so nobody can see? Let me know in the comments. And on the bottom here, we have our charging port cutout, our speaker grill, and our S Pen that you can easily access without any issues. And you can easily open it up just like that. Now this isn't just gonna flop open. Your cards are not gonna just fall out. It's in there pretty nice, and you have to use just a little bit of force to pop it open to get your cards out. So let's see if this one will wirelessly charge. It's just a tad too far away from the wireless charger to wirelessly charge, but again, that's a trade-off. You get to have a little card holder in here to hold your cards and get rid of your wallet, but you won't be able to wirelessly charge. But this is a really nice case. It's a toss-up between the assisted opening and closing of the Glide Pro and the Glide Hybrid, or this one where you kind of manually have to open it, but it's clear. Which one would you guys rather have? Let me know. I really do like this case, and I would definitely give it a thumbs up. And here we have Pitaka's MagEZ Case 3. It's got a really cool box presentation that's magnetic. And here is the case itself. Very nice. Again, like I said, it is super thin and minimal. very light, and it is made of that aramid fiber that is really strong. As you can see, it's got a cool design on the back, feels really nice and smooth. Again, it's got that MagSafe technology already built into an already super thin case. It's very rigid and hard, so if something happens to hit the back of your phone, or if you drop the phone on its back, it's definitely going to be protected. Very easily clips onto your phone, just like that. And again, you maintain pretty much all slimness of the phone that was there to begin with. It's kind of like a second skin for your phone. It looks super cool. So again, as it feels in your hand, it feels just like you're holding the phone with no case on it. On the sides here, we have our exposed power button and our volume rockers. As you can see, again, it doesn't add any bulk to the phone. It's got a little bit of edge protection here and a little bit of lip on the top and the bottom for your screen protection. On the bottom here, you can easily access your S Pen. Here's your speaker grill cutout and your charging port. On the back, it's got these perfect precision cutouts for all of your camera lenses. And as you can see, they are pretty much flush with the little bump that's on the back of the case. And if we look a little closer at the camera rings, it does seem to have this little metal bump that does surround your camera lenses. So that's pretty nice. And again, it's got that really cool aramid fiber feel. And it doesn't pick up fingerprints either, which is really nice. And if you're wondering about how it works with wireless charging, obviously there's not going to be any issues there because it's super thin. And if you happen to have a MagSafe accessory like I do here, I have this wireless charger, it'll simply just clip right onto the back of the phone just like that and start to charge your phone. Another really nice thing about having such a slim case is the fact that any place that you're going to be able to put your phone in the first place with this case on, it's still going to fit, such as if you have a charging port in your car, maybe you have a Tesla or something, and sometimes the phone will fit in there without a case, but when you put the case on, it just doesn't fit anymore. Well, that's not going to be the case, no pun intended, with this. It's going to fit just the same because it is so thin. And getting it in and out of your pocket is also going to be very easy because it is nice and smooth and there's nothing to catch on your pocket. And if you happen to have a screen protector on here, you also know it's going to work with this case as well. So your screen will then be protected and the back of your phone will be protected. You have protection on the top, the bottom, and some protection in the corners as well. So there are ways to protect your phone while maintaining a very slim case. So if you're looking for a minimal case that looks really nice and maintains the slimness of your phone, the Pitaka MagEZ Case 3 is definitely a case I would take a look at, and I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. So here we have the Metropolis LT Pro case. It's made with Kevlar, it's got the built-in MagSafe technology, and it's also been drop tested up to 18 feet. So here is the case itself. There is the Kevlar on the back. It's got a really nice design to it. In the inside, it's just a textured plastic material. Let's go ahead and put our phone in here. Feels nice in the hand. Buttons. Very clicky, easily accessible. Very nice. It's not grippy, but it's also not slippery either. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it adds just a little bit of bulk to the phone. It has a raised edge on the top and the bottom for screen protection. On the other side here, as you can see, we have our power button and our volume rockers. If we look at the bottom here, as you can see, we have a cutout for our S Pen, speaker port, and charging port. You can very easily get to your S Pen. If we look at the back, as you can see, this is where the Kevlar is. Very nice. It's got the precise cutouts for your camera lenses, and it also has a little recession to help protect your camera lenses when you put your phone on its back. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there either. Now, if you happen to have a MagSafe accessory, like I said before, I have this power bank here. We'll turn it on. All you need to do is simply click it onto the back of the case, and it charges up your phone. And as you can see, it does hold onto the case pretty well. And the case is also reinforced in the corners as well, in case you happen to drop your phone on the corner, you know that your phone's going to be protected and not have any damage. This is a really nice case. I do love the fact that it has this Kevlar on the back and it fits the phone perfectly. So I'm going to give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the Plyo Pro case. It's been drop tested up to 16 feet and it has the MagSafe magnet built in. So if you want to protect your phone and still show off the color of your phone, this is definitely one you're going to want to take a look at. So this case is grippy, feels nice in the hand, buttons, easily accessible and clicky, very nice. And they protrude pretty much off of the case so you can very easily find them. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of extra bulk to the phone. It's got a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom. On the side here, as you can see, your power button and your volume rockers, which are separated. On the bottom here, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, and charging port. And if we look at the edges here, you can see the reinforcement now because it is clear. If we look at the back here, as you can see, it shows off the color of your phone very nicely, and it's got that built-in MagSafe magnet. It's got the precision cutouts for your camera lenses, and it also has a little recession to help protect those lenses as well. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to have some pretty good fingerprint rejection. I don't see really any fingerprints. So that's definitely a plus. It's got that nice UAG logo on the bottom. That's a very nice case. And again, if you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there. Now because the case is clear, you can actually see where the MagSafe magnet is. And I have my MagSafe battery bank here. We'll just clip it onto the back of the case. And it starts to charge your phone. So cool. And again, it holds onto the case pretty well. It's a very nice case and it will offer you some pretty good protection for your phone. So I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the UAG Monarch case. This one's been drop tested up to 20 feet and it's got the built-in carbon fiber. So here it is. That carbon fiber looks so cool. It's nice and smooth. It's got that spine in the back. These do not have the built-in MagSafe technology, but they still offer some really good protection for your phone. Some would argue some of the best. I love the way that these cases look. What do you guys think? So there it is on our phone. Feels good in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Buttons on the side are clicky, easily accessible. Very nice. If we look at the side here, it adds just a little bit of extra bulk to the phone, but it does have that raised edge on the top and the bottom of the screen. And it's got the serration on the side to help with the grip. We look at the side here, as you can see, we have our power button, our volume rockers, which are pretty prominent. On the bottom here, we have our S Pen cutout, our speaker grill, our charging port. Again, you can very easily get to your S Pen without any issues. And on the back here, it's got that nice carbon fiber inlay with that nice hard spine to give your phone case some rigidity and protect your phone. It also has a nice deep recession to protect those camera lenses, and the camera cutouts are precisely cut. Very nice case. This is one of their more expensive cases too. Again, it feels nice in the hand, and if you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there either. And again, these cases are reinforced pretty much all around the case, especially in the back. So if you happen to drop your phone, these are going to give you the best drop protection possible. I really like this case and I'm definitely going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the UAG Monarch Pro. This one's been drop tested up to 25 feet. It's got built-in Kevlar, and this one also has the built-in MagSafe magnet. This case is really cool. This is probably by far one of my most favorite cases that UAG makes. I absolutely love the fact that it's got that built-in MagSafe magnet, because I do have a charger in my car that I use with my iPhone, and now I can use it with my Galaxy device as well. It also has these nice, really cool red accents in the corners. Just makes it gives it that much more detail when you have little things just like that. It does have a nice hard backing surrounded by the nice soft rubber on the sides. Phone in here. Very nice case. It does feel nice in the hand. Again, it's not slippery, but it's not grippy either. Buttons, easily accessible, clicky, and you can find them easy because they kind of protrude off of the case. Again, this is also reinforced in all of the edges. In case you happen to drop your phone, you know your phone is definitely going to be protected. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it does have a raised edge on the top and the bottom. It does add a little bit of bulk to the phone, not a lot. It's got that nice honeycomb design on the side to help with grip. On the other side, as you can see, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom here, as you can see, we have our S Pen cutout that is easily accessible, no problems there. We have our charging port and our speaker grill. And then if we look at the back, as you can see again, you got that MagSafe ring here. It's got the Kevlar inlay all around it. Those accents. It's got a nice deep recession to protect those camera lenses, and the cutouts are very precise. I absolutely love the way that this case looks. And if we look at the case again, as you can see, it kind of gives it protection where it needs it most, and then it cuts in to try to keep it slim and goes out again around the corners, and that's pretty much where you're going to need your drop protection. So definitely liking that. But this is really a nice case. And if you guys are wondering again about wireless charging, no problems there. With any wireless charger, you should be able to charge through this case. And again, if you happen to have a MagSafe charger like I do here, it simply just clicks right onto the back and it charges your phone. So I absolutely love the Monarch series, and the Pro is even better because it's got that MagSafe technology. I absolutely love this case, and I'm definitely going to give this one a thumbs up. So here we have the Krystec Clear case. And here is the case itself. It's got a nice hard backing with some rigid edges, and it's also got some pretty cool properties as well. This clear case offers a 1-year guarantee of total yellowing resistance, which rivals Apple's official clear case. It also has a special micro coating that's applied to resist sweat and dirt. It's got shock-absorbing air guard corners to ensure the test-certified protection against drops and bumps. And it's also nice and light. So let's put our phone inside the case here. Very nice case. It is grippy. Buttons, nice and clicky. Very easily accessible. You can press them very easily. Very nice. Feels nice in the hand as well. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it's got a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case to protect your screen. We have our little lanyard cutout on the side. On the other side here, as you can see, we have our power button and volume rockers. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker, and our charging port. You can very easily access the S Pen as well. On the back, it shows off the color of your phone very nicely. As far as fingerprints goes, it seems to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints, and the few that do get by, you can very easily wipe those away without any problems. And on the back here, as you can see, it's got a nice recession to protect your camera lenses as well. This case is also military grade drop tested, so you know if you happen to drop it, it's going to be protected. And if we look in the corners there, you can see that they are definitely reinforced. They're a lot thicker than the other portions of the case. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there either. ESR makes some really nice cases, and they do offer some really nice protection, and that's why I trust my phone with these cases. And then here we have the Air Shield Boost kickstand case. So here we have the case itself. It does have a nice hard backing surrounded by a nice rubbery type material. It does have a fully adjustable aluminum kickstand that's stable at any angle between 30 and 60 degrees for the perfect hands-free viewing. Very easily opens up just like that. And as you can see, it's nice and stiff, so it doesn't just flop around like some of the other case kickstands do. And it easily folds back into place with a click. You can use the case vertically and horizontally, and it's perfect for completely freeing hands while video calling or watching TV shows. The hinge of this kickstand has also been lab tested to retain its strength after more than 3,000 uses. It's also got military grade protection with shock absorbing air guard corners that ensures test certified protection against drops and bumps. Very nice in the hand. It is nice and grippy. And again, those buttons are easily accessible and clicky. Very nice. If we look at the side here, it doesn't really add a lot of bulk to the phone. It just has a little bump where that kickstand is. As you can see, it's got a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case for screen protection. And as you can see, those little air guard bumpers in the corners. On the other side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker port, and charging port. On the back, it's got that nice clear backing to show off the color of your phone. It also has a nice recession to protect those camera lenses as well. And as far as fingerprints goes, minimal fingerprints again, and the little that there are, you can easily just wipe away. I absolutely love the fact that this kickstand is here. It is a very solid metal, very sturdy, and that allows you to watch maybe some Netflix or YouTube, and you can even stand it upright in case you want to take a call or just have your phone facing you. And if you're wondering if you can still wirelessly charge with the case on, no problems there. I absolutely love these kickstand cases, especially if you're at work or something and you're on lunch and you don't have a TV to watch. You can easily just pop out this kickstand and watch whatever on your phone. It's a really nice case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the classic kickstand case. Now this is one of the cases that I was talking to you about earlier. This case integrates the kickstand where the camera lens protector is, so it doesn't add any extra bulk to the phone, but it adds functionality. This kickstand is made of a zinc alloy and has been tested to retain its strength after more than 3,000 uses. It also has shock absorbing air guards in each one of the corners to ensure test certified protection against drops and bumps as well. The kickstand has also been tested to withstand 3,000 uses. It's got a nice matte back so it doesn't pick up any fingerprints, and it's surrounded by a nice soft rubber. So there it is on our phone. It's not slippery, feels really nice in the hand. The buttons, easily accessible and clicky. Very nice. If we look at the side, as you can see, it doesn't add any bulk to the phone. It also has the raised edges on the top and the bottom of the case. There's your lanyard hole and those shock absorbing corners you can see. Very nice. On the other side, as you can see, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker port, and our charging port. You can very easily access your S Pen without any problems. There's that frosted back, looks really nice. Again, doesn't pick up any fingerprints, which is awesome. Here we have that nice solid camera ring that protects your camera lenses with a deep recession, and that kickstand I was telling you about pops open just like that. And as you can see, it is super strong. It's not just flopping around like some of the other kickstands do. ESR definitely does it right when it comes to these kickstands. So as you can see, it kind of unfolds like that, and now you can watch stuff in landscape, or you can even have it kind of angled up towards you in portrait mode. You could also probably stand it upside down if you wanted to for a full portrait mode look. And then you can just push it back down and it kind of clips into place. You can definitely know that that's not going to just pop out. Very nice case. I absolutely love these kickstand cases. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there either. So if you want a really nice case that offers you protection, allows you to show off the color of your phone, and gives you that added kickstand feature, I would definitely recommend taking a look at this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have ESR's Shock Armor kickstand case. It's got a two-piece design as well as that kickstand. So these two pieces come labeled to help you install them with your phone. This number 1 is what you're going to put over the top of your phone. Then once you do that, we're going to put it inside of the outer case. Then you're going to take this inner ring, making sure that the power button and the volume rocker cutouts are on the right-hand side. We're going to place it over your phone and just push it into place. Then you're going to take the outer portion of the case and you're going to put this whole thing inside of that piece. Just like that. And then we're going to press the sides in so everything's nice and flush. And there you go. So now you know that your phone is definitely covered 360 degrees. And even if you happen to drop this case, the phone is definitely not going to just pop out. Now this case also has the shock absorbing air guard corners that ensures the test certified protection against drops and bumps again. And on the back, it's got that durable zinc alloy kickstand, and the hinge has been tested to retain its strength even after more than 3,000 uses. Feels very nice in the hand. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. Very nice. If we look at the side, as you can see, it just adds a little bit of bulk. But again, this is probably the most protected case. As you can see, we have a little lanyard hole, and we have those shock absorbing corners, as you can see. We have a little raised edge on the top and the bottom of the phone to protect your screen. On the side here, as you can see, we have our power button and our volume rockers, which are separated. I absolutely love that. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker port, and our charging port is covered, so it'll keep all the dust and grime out. And you can easily access your S Pen without any issues there either. And then if we look at the back, as you can see, it's got a nice clear backing that is nice and rigid, and it shows off the color of your phone. As far as fingerprints goes, very minimal fingerprints, so that's really nice, and the little that there are you can easily just wipe away. And again, it's got that really nice kickstand. As you can see, it's a pretty normal camera bump, and they just included a kickstand with it. It's got a nice deep recession to protect your camera lenses. And then if you want to pop out the kickstand, just pull it up just like that. And now you can watch some Netflix or YouTube, or you can even take a Zoom call or something like that. And again, you can also flip it upside down and have it stand totally upright. And as you can see, it's not flimsy either. The case is not going to just fall down. And then if you want to put it back into place, just push it down and you're all set. I wish all cases would include a kickstand like this. It is so cool. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there either. So if you want the best protection for your phone that also offers the convenience of a built-in kickstand, I would definitely recommend taking a look at the Shock Armor kickstand case, and I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. So here we have the Spigen Tough Armor case. So this case actually has a two-piece design. It's surrounded by a hard rubber shell. It's also got some nice foam in the center here to help keep your phone safe. And then it also has a hard outer plastic shell that actually comes off that you can put back on once you put the phone into the rubber case. Just like that. Now this case also has a little kickstand that is made of plastic. It's kind of flimsy and just flops around, but we'll see if it gets the job done. So there's the phone inside the rubber piece. Then you just take the hard shell, put it over the case, and just press it into place. And there you go. This is the green, looks pretty nice. Does feel nice in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Power button, nice and clicky, and it's serrated, very nice. So you can easily find it. Volume buttons are flush with the case, but they click very nice. Nice so far. So if we look at the side here, As you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It also does have a slight raised edge on the top and the bottom for your screen protection. If we look at the other side, you can see that serrated power button, which is really nice feeling, and our separated volume rockers, which is awesome. It's also got some extra protection in each one of these corners in case you happen to drop your phone. On the bottom here, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker grill, and your charging port, and you can easily access your S Pen, which is nice. No problems there. On the back, again, it's got that little plastic kickstand that is flimsy, and it looks like you have precision cutouts for all your camera lenses, and they are actually slightly recessed as well for protection. So that's pretty nice. So let's take out this kickstand again. So it does hold your phone upright if you wanted to sit in portrait. No, it won't stay. So you can use that to, watch some YouTube videos or something like that. This may break off. It's just made of a flimsy plastic, and as you can see, it just kind of like moves around very easily. So it'll get the job done, but it's definitely not the best. But yeah, the case feels really nice, and I like these buttons. They are nice and clicky. Very nice case. Now, will it wirelessly charge through the case itself? Yes, it will. I'm liking this case, and I would definitely recommend it and give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Spigen Liquid Air. So here is the case. It is kind of flimsy. It doesn't have any hard back on there, but it does have a really cool texture on the back, as you can see. On the inside, again, it's still that same type of material that this whole case is made out of. Very easy to put the phone in. Feels nice in the hand. It's not grippy. It does have some serrations on the side to help with the grip. Buttons feel very good. Nice and clicky. Easily clickable, which I love. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see those serrations, we also have a little raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. It also doesn't add a lot of bulk, which I love too. On the other side, we have those serrations again. The power button is also textured to easily find it. Then we have our volume buttons right there. On the bottom, it's a cutout for your S Pen, which is easily accessible, your speaker, your charging port, and on the back, again, it's got that nice texture. Doesn't pick up any fingerprints, which is definitely a plus. And there is also a slight recession for these big camera lenses as well. So if you happen to put your phone on its back, it won't touch the camera lenses either. Very nice case. It does offer some protection, and it keeps the phone nice and slim. Does it work with wireless charging? Not a problem. I do like this case. If you, again, like I said, if you want some protection but still keep your phone nice and slim, I would definitely recommend this case, and I would give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Spigen Ultra Hybrid S. So here is the case itself. It's nice and clear. It's got a nice hard back, and it's got a really nice metal kickstand. That is nice, and it stays in place. So let's peel off these protectors here. There's also one on the inside. It does have a nice kind of firm rubber on the sides. Let's put our phone in. All right. The case is nice and grippy. Buttons, easily accessible, nice and clicky. The power button also has a texture on it, so you can easily find it. Very nice so far. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it's got a slight raised edge for the top and the bottom of the case. Got our Spigen logo. And as you can see, it doesn't add bulk to the phone except for that little kickstand on the bottom. On the side here, as you can see, the little serrated power button and our volume buttons here. On the bottom, again, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, charging port. On the back, we have that really nice metal kickstand. It's got a nice clear back that doesn't pick up fingerprints hardly at all. And it also has a very slight recession for your camera lenses. It seems like if you put some sort of protector on your lenses, it would probably protrude out of this case. And then for that kickstand, so you can stand your phone up in portrait mode if you want to just look at your phone from your desk or do like a Zoom call or something, or if you want to lay it down in landscape, you can watch some Netflix or YouTube, and then it just kind of folds back in place. Very nice. I really like this case. I'm partial to these kickstand cases. Now, will it wirelessly charge? Yes, it will, not a problem. And it also has these little kind of airbags in the corners of the phone. So in case you happen to drop it and it lands on the corner, you got that extra protection. So that is a really nice case. If you want to show off the color of your phone, have some protection, and still have a really nice solid kickstand, I would definitely recommend this case, and I would give it a thumbs up. And here we have the Spigen Liquid Crystal case. So here is the case. It's actually very bendy and flexible. It's not like the hard plastic shell like the last case was. And this one actually comes with a lens cleaner, just in case you get like a stain or something on it. And I've never seen that before. So there it is in the case. The case is nice and grippy. Power buttons clicky, as well as the volume rocker is very solid too. Very nice. Feels good in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it's got that same little raised edge on the top and the bottom. Doesn't add any bulk to the phone. On the side, it has your serrated power button and your volume buttons. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker port, and your charging port. On the back, it's crystal clear to show off the color of your phone, and it seems to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints, which is awesome. It also has a slight recession for your camera lenses as well. And as far as wireless charging goes, not a problem. This case also has those little air cushions in each one of the corners, so in case you happen to drop your phone and it hits one of the corners, you're extra protected. That is a pretty nice case. Still keeps the phone nice and slim, but offers you some protection while showing off the color of your phone. I do like this case. I'd recommend it, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Rugged Armor case, and this is the Spigen case that I always use for all my Galaxy devices. And here is the case. It's got a really nice matte look on the back, feels pretty cool. It's got that carbon fiber inlay on the bottom. It is also very flexible. And there it is on the phone. So why do I like this case so much? Well, it's because it keeps the phone nice and slim. I like the way that it feels. I like the way that it looks. And it's got that extra protection in each one of the corners in case I've dropped my phone, which I've done before, and my phone has always come out unscathed. So yes, this is one of my favorite cases. Feels nice in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Buttons, nice and clicky. Very nice. Easily accessible. I like it. You just have to press it in, lightly, and it actually clicks the button. If we look on the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add any bulk to the phone. And as you can see, it's got the extra protection for the edges. It's also got the serration on the side here. It's also got the raised edge on the top and the bottom for the screen. On the side, again, it's got that serration, and it's got the power button and the volume rockers right here. On the bottom, you have your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker, and your charging port. On the back, again, it's got that nice carbon fiber inlay on the bottom, which I love, and it doesn't pick up any fingerprints, and it's got kind of like that matte look to it. Very cool. And it has the ever so slight recessions for your camera lens protection. And as far as wireless charging goes, you know that it's going to work. There you go. So yeah, I would always recommend the Rugged Armor. Like I said, this is one of my favorite cases. I love everything about it. It offers some good protection while keeping the phone nice and slim, and looks good while doing it. So I would definitely recommend this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Optik Armor case. So here is the case itself. It has that same texture as kind of like the Rugged Armor does. and it has a camera cover as well that you can very easily slide this camera cover over. This is probably the nicest sliding camera cover that I've tested so far. That's pretty nice. Very cool. And it looks like this whole piece here is a hard plastic, where the rest of the case is a very flimsy, rubbery type material. So there it is on the phone. It does feel nice in the hand. It's got a smooth feel to it. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. You don't have to press on them really hard for them to actually do something. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side, it just adds a little bit of bulk to the top of the phone here. As you can see, it's got the raised edge on the top and the bottom. On the side, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker port, and your charging port. On the back, again, it's got that nice, cool, rubbery type texture. It's got your Spigen logo, and here's the little cover for your cameras. You can easily slide over where there's some texture on the other side, and then you can easily slide it back if you want. That is nice. This is, like I said, this is the nicest slider I've seen for a camera yet. All the other ones you kind of got to really pull over and they just kind of don't work very well. This is different. This one slides very nice and it's very easy to slide over. Not to say that it would slide over by itself, but when you want it to slide over, it moves. So that is definitely really cool. And as far as wireless charging goes, no problems there. So that is a pretty nice case. So if you want the most privacy you can from your rear cameras and you want the most protection for your rear cameras, this Optik case is going to be the one you're definitely going to want to get. So I would recommend this case and I'll give it a thumbs up. And here we have the Spigen Neo Hybrid. So there it is on the phone. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. It's just smooth because of the plastic on the side. Feels pretty nice in the hand. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. You don't have to press on them very hard, which is nice. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It still has the raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. On the other side, we have our volume buttons and our power button that has the kind of texture on there. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, and charging port, which is surrounded by rubber. And on the back, again, it's got kind of like that weave pattern, which is pretty cool. Feels really nice and smooth. Doesn't pick up any fingerprints. And for the cameras, there's just a slight recession for those. As far as charging goes, no problems there. So I'm not very partial to this case, but it is a nice case. The thing I don't really care for are these sides. It kind of feels like a soft silicone, but it's very rigid. It's not like the soft back on here. I don't know. It reminds me of like plastic. I just don't really care for the feel of it. But again, it is a nice case, and I would definitely recommend it, and I would give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Thin Fit case by Spigen. So here we are. It does feel like it's got this like a rubbery, plasticky material on the back here. And then it's got some soft rubber around the edges. It's very light. The case itself is very light, so it's not going to add a lot of weight to the phone. It is nice and grippy in the hands, feels good in the hands. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. If we look at the side here, you can see where the soft silicone plastic meets the soft rubber. It also has the raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. It also doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume buttons. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, and charging port. On the back, again, it's got that kind of like grippy type rubbery plastic. Feels kind of weird. I don't know how it would do like in and out of your pocket. It may catch a little bit. I'm not very partial to that. The camera lenses have a slight raised edge around them. And as far as wireless charging, no problems there. So the thing about this case is it's light. It's thin, it's light, it offers protection. The only thing I don't really care for is like I said, that like that grippy back of it. I don't like the way that feels, but you might. It's definitely not a bad case, and I would recommend it, and I would give it a thumbs up. And I saved the best for last. This is the Spigen Cryo Armor case. This is probably my second favorite case, and you'll see why in just a minute. So this is probably one of the cooler cases that I've reviewed so far. If you're looking at this case, it looks like the case is actually glowing or lit up. And that's because of these blue little inlays between these little textured tiles on the back of this case. It is so cool. It feels cool, looks cool, and I'm definitely liking it. There is a little plastic cover that you can take out on the inside. I didn't, I'm just leaving it in for the review, but it doesn't have any effect on the case itself. So the case is not grippy, but it's not slippery. It's just kind of smooth. Buttons, very clicky, easily accessible. The power button has like a little texture on it, which I love. Feels good in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, there's still a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case, and there's some extra cushions in the corners for drop protection. On the side here, as you can see, there's that serrated power button, your volume buttons, and it's got kind of like these little raised textures on the side for grip. On the bottom here, we have our S Pen cutout, our speaker, and our charging port. On the back, there is that really cool cryo look. Feels really cool too. It's nice and kind of rubbery feeling. Very cool. And then it also has a nice recession for our camera lenses. And there's that piece from the inside that I didn't take out. Definitely love this case. Like I said, this is my second favorite Spigen case ever. And then as far as wireless charging goes, no problems there. Yeah, so if you want a case that offers you protection, looks cool, is going to make people ask you questions about it, and still keeps your phone nice and thin, Cryo Armor case is definitely one you want to get, and I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. So here we have the S-View wallet case by Samsung. So here is the case itself. It's got the cover with the little pouch inside where you can put credit cards or maybe some money. On the inside where the phone goes, it feels like it's got this kind of soft, suede-y material in it. It's got a silicone type feel to the whole case. This little piece right here is just going to flop around. I don't know why they don't put something on the case so where it like stays closed, because who wants to have this like flopping around in your purse or something? I really don't get it. What do you guys think? Do you think that you would like this case better if it had something on it to kind of keep the cover closed instead of it flopping around, or do you even care about it? Let me know in the comments below. It's also not flexible. It has a pretty rigid back as well, so that's good for protection. But again, if you happen to drop your phone, this cover is not going to protect anything. It's just going to flop open. Okay, so let's put the phone inside the wallet here. It just kind of presses nicely into place, which is awesome. Looks pretty nice. That's really nice. It's also got a little cutout for your speaker. Then when we open it up, your phone turns on. That is really cool. But that's where it ends. This thing, there's nothing holding it closed. I don't get it. That's one thing I absolutely hate about this case. It would be really nice if something held it in place, but it doesn't. It just flops around. So again, it's got that really nice silicone feel. It feels nice in the hand. The buttons are mushy. That's really weird. Yeah, the buttons are mushy. Like, they work, but you really can't tell that you're actually pressing anything in. I don't like that at all. I like tactile feedback. Yeah, the buttons work, but it really doesn't even feel like you're pressing anything in. So that's definitely not good. Bottom here, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker grill, and charging port. On the back here, it's got that nice silicone soft feel to it. and there's just a slight recession for your camera lenses. So if you put the phone on its back, the camera lenses won't touch, but if there's anything, you know, bumpy on the surface, it will touch those lenses. And the buttons are accented a dark black. And that is pretty much it. I mean, I don't know. Between this floppy cover and these mushy, like, these buttons are horrible. They're probably the worst tactile feeling buttons that I've ever used. So let's see if it wireless charges. So it does. It shows it's wirelessly charging in the little corner there. But I mean, that is it. Every year I want to like these cases. It's just they don't make any improvements that would actually make it more usable or better. I would definitely tell you to stay away from this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. All right, and then here we have the silicone grip case by Samsung. All right, so here is the case itself. This case looks pretty promising. It has a really nice soft silicone type feel to it. I like this little strap. On the inside, again, it's got your accented colors in orange. It also has this nice soft suede feel to it. Now you can also adjust the strap if it's too tight for you. And it doesn't look like it's going to be too tight for me, and I've got pretty big hands, so the setting that it's on right now will work just fine. Let's put our phone inside. Phone fits in place really nice. Feels really nice in the hand. Buttons are nice and clicky. Everything is covered by the silicone. Very nice. As you can see from the side, it's got a little raised edge on the top and the bottom, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. On the other side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for the S Pen, speaker, and charging port. You can very easily access your S Pen. On the back, it's got that nice soft silicone strap. Your camera lenses are just ever so slightly recessed. And if you want to hold on to the phone, you just slide your hand in here, and now you don't have to worry about dropping it. And this orange band is stretchy as well. So that's pretty cool. Not bad at all. I like this case. Does it wirelessly charge though? Let's test that out. And it does. And it is actually sitting on the little bump of that strap as well, and it still wirelessly charges through that. It's probably not going to be the best wireless charge, but it does work. So yeah, this is a pretty nice case. I'm definitely liking it. I like that strap, so you don't have to worry about dropping your phone even if you're not holding on to it. So I really like this case. It feels really nice and soft, and I would definitely recommend it and give it a thumbs up. All right, and here we have the clear Gadget case. This one I'm pretty excited for. All right, so here is the case, and here is the little accessory that comes with the case. So this is a hard, totally plastic shell. That's what it looks like on the inside. Let's see if we can. So it looks like this is just a cap, and it pops right off. And then here we have our accessory. So I guess you want to line up those lines, but then you just turn it and it's in place. That's pretty cool. Looks like a little ring. It's pretty cool. So you can kind of use it like a little stand, and you can also clip something onto it, I'm sure. So let's put our phone in here. Clips on just like that. So as far as the buttons goes, they're super clicky. You can very easily press them, which is always nice. Feels nice in the hand. It's actually not slippery. If we look at the side here, as you can see, there is a edge at the top, and there's only edges in the very corners of the phone. If we look at the other side, you can see our power button here and our volume rockers. On the bottom, it's all clear in the middle, and we have our cutout for our little S Pen, which you can easily access as well. Then on the back, the cameras actually are flush with the case, so you need to be very careful there. But if you have the accessory on, your phone's most likely not going to just sit down flush. And then we have that accessory. So you can probably put a couple fingers through like that and have something to really hold on to. So that's another nice feature. I kind of think that I would rather have the case itself be surrounded by a kind of like a hard rubber or like a TPU material. This is just plastic. So if you happen to drop your phone, this is most likely going to crack, which I'm not really a big fan of. And then like I said, I showed you before, if you put this stand up, you can kind of use it to stand up your phone so you can watch stuff on YouTube or Netflix, but it's not going to stand upright. So you can only have it in landscape mode, which isn't horrible, but it's just something to keep in mind. It's a very cool accessory. As far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some fingerprints, but not a lot. You can easily just wipe those away. So that's a pretty cool idea. Like I said again, I just kind of wish that the sides of the case were made of like a TPU or a hard rubber, and then you can keep the back of the case plastic. Now, as far as wireless charging goes, that's obviously something you're not going to be able to do with this accessory on the back, but that's what you give up to have this feature. I like the case. The buttons are, like I said, they're super easy to click, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. So yeah, I'm liking this case. I would definitely recommend it, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then if you want to take the accessory off, all you need to do is simply slide this piece up, which is easier said than done, and then just rotate it and it comes right off. Now if you want to wirelessly charge like this, you can do that. Or just take that little piece off. So here we have Whitestone Dome's beads case. It's a really nice black case that does have a nice soft silicone feel to it. It has a nice hard backing surrounded by a nice firm silicone shield. It's got a nice soft inlay so you don't have to worry about anything scratching the back of your phone. It easily goes onto your phone just like that, and it works really well with their Whitestone Dome premium glass screen protector. Feels really nice in the hand. It is not slippery. The buttons are nice and clicky. If we look at the side, as you can see, it does have a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect that screen. There's nothing on this side, but on this side we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom here we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker grill, and our charging port. And on the top we have our mic. On the back here, it's got that same soft silicone feel to it. And if we turn it to the side, as you can see, the camera lenses are recessed in this little protective layer here. That is a very nice case. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there. And you can easily access your S Pen without any problems. And that is the Whitestone Dome beads case. Very nice silicone case. And then here we have Whitestone Dome's diamond case. And here is the diamond case. It's got a nice clear backing that is nice and hard. Looks like it's got some good protection too. It's got these covers that you want to peel off before you put your phone in. These are just to keep the plexiglass screen from getting all scratched up. There's also one on the inside. Okay, so let's put our phone inside the case here. Okay, so the case does feel nice in the hand. The buttons are clicky, easily findable, very nice. If we look at the side here, we do have a little texture for extra grip. On the top and the bottom, it does have a raised edge to protect the screen. It doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. On the other side, we have the same texture with our power button and our volume rockers that are separated. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker grill, and our charging port. On the back, as you can see, it shows off the color of your phone. It does pick up fingerprints a little bit, but you can easily just wipe those away. And it also has a little recession for our camera bumps as well. Pretty nice. And it's also got some reinforced edges on all four corners, so in case you happen to drop your phone on the corner, you know that it's not going to get damaged. And it feels pretty nice in the hand. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, not a problem. And as you can see, it does still work perfectly with the Whitestone dome glass. We have a little gap on the bottom and on the top and on the sides, so there will be no lifting with the screen protector here. This case is pretty nice, and I would definitely give it a thumbs up. So here we have the Ringke Onyx case in purple. Feels good in the hand, nice and grippy. Buttons are easily accessible, very clicky. If we look at the side, you can see it doesn't add hardly any bulk to the phone, and it does have a raised edge on the top and the bottom in case you need to put your phone's face down. It's got your little lanyard hole on the side here. It has some textured sides for grip as well. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume rockers and that little lanyard hole again. On the bottom, our little spot for our S Pen, the speaker grill, and our charging port. On the back, it's got that nice texture. Feels pretty good. And then as you can see, the camera lenses are now flush with the back of the case because I have those camera lens protectors on there. Looks pretty nice, fits perfectly. The edges also look like they have a little bit of reinforcement, so in case you happen to drop your phone on its edge, you don't have to worry about it getting damaged. It's a pretty nice case. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there either. So that is definitely a pretty nice case, and it does also come in different colors as well. I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. Ringke also has a little strap that they have that you can use with their cases and on any other cases that has a lanyard hole like this one does right here. And it sits on there just like that. And then you can clip it into place onto your strap just like that. And you can carry it around on your purse or your wrist, whatever. And then here we have the Ringke Fusion X in camo. This is probably one of my more favorite cases. On the inside, you just need to make sure that you peel out this film, or you can leave it in if you don't want to take it out. Fits on there just like that. Feels very, very nice in the hand, very grippy, not slippery, and I absolutely love these prominent buttons on the side. The power button is like serrated, so it's very easy to press, and the volume buttons are kind of like on an angle, so you can very easily find those as well. That's why I love this case besides its protection. Buttons, very nice and clicky, very easy to find. The edges are definitely more reinforced on this, so if you happen to drop your phone on one of the edges, your phone will be protected. If we look at the side here, you can see it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone, and it does have that raised edge on the top and the bottom. It's got the nice texture on the sides for grip. On the other side, again, we have our power button and our volume rockers, and it's got that lanyard hole on this side and the other side. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker, and your charging port. On the back, it's got that nice camo color, and it would really show off the camo, especially if you had a lighter color phone in here. It'd look really cool. It's got the nice rugged look. Got those reinforcements on the bottom there for when you put your phone on its back. And as you can see, it's got a little recession for your camera lenses as well. This is a really nice case. It also doesn't show fingerprints on the back, and it's got a really cool little texture as well. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there either. Definitely love this case. Definitely recommend this case, especially if you're looking for some more protection. And that is the Ringke Fusion X. And then here we have the Ringke Air in clear. It is kind of a flimsy case. It's not hard backed like some of the other ones. Very nice, but it is nice and light. And there it is on your phone. Feels nice in the hand. It is grippy. Buttons, easily accessible, and they are clicky. Very nice. If we look at the side, you can see there is a little raised edge for your screen protection. Not hardly any bulk to your phone. Very nice. On the other side, we have our power button that is got a little texture to it. Our volume rockers and our little lanyard hole right there. On the bottom, a cutout for our S Pen, our speaker port, and our charging port, which is not very deep at all, which is good because you can easily access your S Pen. On the back here, shows off the color of your phone. It does pick up some fingerprints, but you can easily wipe those away. And as you can see, the camera lenses with the camera lens protectors on there are flush with the case. Looks really, really sleek. Very nice. And in case you're wondering about wireless charging, no problems there either. I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the Ringke Fusion case. It's got a nice hard back, but it is still nice and clear. And it does have these little protectors that you peel off before you put your phone in. This one has a nice matte back, so it doesn't show fingerprints. This is, again, another one of my favorite cases. And it's got the piece on the inside that you peel out. So if you're looking for a clear case that doesn't show fingerprints on the back, I would definitely recommend this one. Feels very nice in the hand, buttons, easily accessible and clicky, very nice. If we look at the side, again, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone, and it has the raised edges on the top and the bottom. On the other side, it's got the nice textured power button with your volume rockers here and the little lanyard hole. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker port, and your charging port. On the back, as you can see, it shows off the color of your phone with that nice frosted look that doesn't collect any fingerprints. As you can see, the camera lenses are almost flush with the case, and it looks pretty nice. I love that frosted look, and that's really good for not showing any fingerprints, which I'm sure everybody would love. But that is definitely a nice case. And as far as wireless charging, no problems there. So I absolutely love this case as well. It still offers some good protection, and it looks good while doing it. So I definitely give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have the Ringke Fusion card. Holds a couple cards in the back here while holding your phone. Very nice. It also has that inner protector that you want to peel out before you put your phone in. So this case will show off the color of your phone. Really nice. Feels nice in the hand. Nice and grippy. Buttons, very clicky, easily accessible. If you look at the side here, you can see it doesn't add a lot of bulk to your phone. Has a raised edge on the top and the bottom. If we look at the other side, it's got that serrated power button with your volume rockers here and the little lanyard hole. On the bottom, it's got your S Pen, your speaker cutout, and your charging port. If we look at the back, it's got the nice frosted card holder while it shows off the color of your phone. So you can put a couple cards in here. Actually, just put one card in here. And if you want to get it out, you can simply just push out from the back there and then easily take out your card. So if you have like your driver's license, you could probably just pop that in there like that. And you don't have to take your wallet along with you because the phones pretty much pay for everything now. And all you really need is your driver's license. Very nice. Shows off the color of your phone. Does collect some fingerprints, but you can just wipe those away. No problems there. And as you can see, the camera lenses are almost flush with the case, but that's what those protectors are there for. Let's see if it charges wirelessly though. And there you go. So it still charges wirelessly. Very nice. So this is a very cool case, especially if you don't want to take your wallet with you everywhere. Like I said before, you just pop in your driver's license and then pay with your phone. Very nice combination. I would definitely give this case a thumbs up. So this is the Poetic Spartan case. Very nice case. It does have a built-in screen protector that does work with the in-display fingerprint sensor. Got your screen protector accessories. Now, the one thing that I absolutely love that Poetic does that no other case makers do is include an insert that does not have a screen protector. So if you want to use your own screen protector and not the one that they provide, you can always use this blank insert with your own screen protector. Now, before we put the phone inside the case, if you're going to use the included screen protector, you want to thoroughly clean off the screen because anything left on the screen will be trapped underneath the screen protector when you install it. So clean off the screen with the included alcohol wipe and then dry it off. Then we need to take the insert out from inside the case here, and the way to do that is just peel back one of the edges just like that, and then you can peel out the inner portion. Then peel off the inner screen protector cover here, making sure you don't touch the inside after you do so, and then just place it right over your phone. And then make sure you press down really well on this little circle here for your fingerprint sensor. You want to make sure there's no bubbles. Then all you need to do is to push the inner liner into the outer portion of the case, and it should look like that. Then we'll take off the outer screen protector, and there we go. Looks pretty nice, and your phone is now totally protected 360 degrees. Now what you want to do next is to go into your phone and re-register all of your fingerprints just to make sure you don't have any problems. But sometimes your fingerprints will still work, and if they do, you can go ahead and use it that way. But again, if your fingerprint sensor doesn't work, you're going to want to go ahead and go into the phone and re-register. Touch is working just fine, feels nice and smooth, kind of like the glass that's on the phone. We're going to re-register our fingerprints. As you can see, it's registering my fingerprints just fine. Okay, we're all set. Now we'll go ahead and test out our fingerprints. And it's working just fine. Absolutely no problems with the fingerprint sensor whatsoever. Very nice. And like I said before, touch is working just fine. No issues there. And if we look at the side of the phone, you can see there's a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect your screen in case you happen to put your phone face down. It also has a little cutout for your camera, so you don't have to worry about your pictures getting all fuzzy. We also have a nice little serrated edge here for grip. Feels nice and firm in the hand. It's not slippery. On the other side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, we have a little spot for our S Pen, we have a little speaker grill, and we have our covered charging port, so you don't have to worry about dust or anything getting in there. And if you want to get your S Pen out, you can easily do so, just like that. And in case you're wondering how the S Pen works, on the screen, we'll go ahead and write on the screen. No problems there whatsoever. There is a little resistance, which I personally like because it makes it much easier to precisely write. On the back here, it's got a nice hard plastic backing with a little plastic kickstand. And as you can see, it's got a nice recession for those cameras, so you don't have to worry about anything touching them when you put your phone on its back. And then for the kickstand, all you need to simply do is just kind of pull it out like that. And now you can look at your phone in portrait or landscape mode in case you want to watch some movies or take a Zoom call or something like that. And it easily stows away with a nice little click in the back. It is also reinforced in the edges as well. In case you happen to drop your phone on one of its edges, your phone will be totally protected. And it has 3 little cutouts on the top there for your little speaker grill. And in case you're wondering about wireless charging, there's no problems wirelessly charging through the case either. So this is a very nice case, and I would give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Poetic Revolution. So just like the Spartan, this one is a 2-piece design. It's got an inner portion with an outer shell, and it's got a built-in screen protector. It also comes with the extra inner liner, so you can use it with your own screen protector as well. So again, before you put your phone inside the case here, you're going to want to thoroughly clean off the screen and make sure there's no dust or anything on it. So again, just peel off that protector on the inside and then don't touch the inside itself. Then just place it over the top of your phone, just like that. And then make sure you press down all of the bubbles for the fingerprint sensor. Once you've done that, you want to take the inner portion and just stick it inside the outer portion of the case and press it in. And then once you're done with that, just peel off that outer screen protector. So again, you may have to re-register your fingerprints, but you can always try first. We'll see if they work from the last one. And they seem to work just fine. Does feel very nice in the hand. It's not slippery. It has those little raised edges on the side here. If we look at the edge, As you can see, it adds just a little bit of bulk to the phone, but it has raised edges on the top and the bottom to protect your screen in case you happen to put it face down. On the side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers, again with those raised edges on the top and the bottom. It has a little cutout hole for your camera and your speaker grill. On the bottom here, we have our little covered charging port, our speaker, and a little cutout for our S Pen. On the back here, it's got a nice hard plastic backing with our little kickstand. And as you can see, the cameras are nicely recessed inside the case, so they are very well protected, even when you do put your phone on its back. And if you want to take out the kickstand, you just need to pull it out just like that, and then you can watch something in landscape mode or take a Zoom call or something like that in portrait mode. And then to put it back, it simply just clicks back into place. And then if you want to see how the S Pen works with the screen, as you can see, it works just fine. It does have a little more resistance than the Spartan does, but it still works without any issues. And as far as touch goes, it does have a little bit of grip feel to it, but touch seems to be working just fine. And then if you're wondering if you can wirelessly charge through this case, as you can see, there's no problems there either. So this is another really nice case, especially if you want to protect your phone 360 degrees. So I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have the Poetic Guardian. Here we have our screen cleaning kit. This one also comes with an insert that you can use with your own screen protector as well. And then here we have the case. Very nice. It's got a nice clear front and a clear back in case you want to show off your phone. It also has a built-in screen protector as well. Now again, with this, the same thing. You want to clean your screen off before you put it inside the case. Take out the insert from the case just like that. And then we're going to peel off the little peel off sign on the inside. Then just put this over the top of your phone just like this. Press down on the fingerprint sensor to make sure all the bubbles are taken out. Then just take the inner portion and put it inside the case, and you're all set. Again, you may need to re-register your fingerprints, but you can always try first. My fingerprints seem to be working just fine. No problems there. As far as touch goes, there is a little resistance on the screen, but touch is working just fine. No problems there. As you can see, it's got a little cutout again for your camera and for your speaker grill. Feels nice in the hand. It is not slippery. Buttons are nice and clicky. And if we look at the side of the phone, as you can see, it's not very bulky, and it does have a nice raised edge on the top and the bottom in case you have to put your phone face down. On the side here, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, again, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker grill, and our covered charging port. On the back, it's got that nice clear cover so you can show off the color of your phone. Very nice. It picks up a little bit of fingerprints, but you can easily just wipe those away. And as you can see on the side here, it's got a nice little recession for your cameras to keep those protected. And it also has reinforcements in all four of the corners in case you happen to drop your phone. It will be protected as well. We'll test out the S Pen on the screen here. It does have some resistance, just like the other screens do, but the S Pen seems to be working just fine. No problems there. And if you're wondering if the case works with wireless charging, no problems there either. So this is another very nice case from Poetic, and I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have the Poetic Neon case. This case is also a two-piece design, but not like the others. It does have a nice rubbery inner shell, and then it's got a hard plastic shell that kind of goes over the back of your phone to keep it protected. All these cases are military grade drop tested as well, so you can be sure that if you do drop your phone, it will be protected. So now that we have the rubbery inner portion of the shell out of the plastic shell, just put your phone inside the case here, just like this. Then we'll flip it over and we'll put the hard outer shell over it. Just press it into place. And it'll look just like that. It's got that nice orange accent on the outer portion. I love that. Feels nice in the hand, nice and grippy. We have our little serrated edges on the side here for extra grip. And if we also look at the side here, you can see that it does have some raised edge on the top and the bottom to protect your screen. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume buttons that are separated. On the back here, it's got that nice hard back again with a nice texture feel to it. It also has a nice recession to protect your cameras. If we look at the bottom here, we have our S Pen port, our speaker, and our charging port. And it also has these nice little rubber edges here in case you put your phone on its back. It gives it some nice extra grip so it won't just slide around. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there. Again, it feels nice in the hands. Buttons are easily accessible, nice and clicky. So yeah, this is another really nice case by Poetic. Again, this is the Neon, and I would give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the MyBat Pro Beyonder series case. So this case is shock-proof and scratch-resistant, and as you can see, it also has a nice metal kickstand on the back that's held in place by a magnet. So you can always put this into landscape or portrait mode if you want to watch some YouTube or Netflix, or maybe do like a Zoom call. Very cool. The inside of the case has this really cool logo design for MyBat, and it's got this really nice rubbery piece in the middle here to protect the back of your phone as well. The case is also surrounded by a nice soft rubbery material that does feel good in the hand. Let's go ahead and put our phone inside the case. So again, the case does feel really nice in the hand. It is nice and grippy, and the buttons, nice and clicky. Very smooth, very nice. And they protrude just enough off the phone to where you can easily find them. If we look at the sides here, it's got these little serrations on the side, a little lanyard hole, and the edges are also reinforced, which is nice, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either, which is also a plus. On the bottom here, we have our cutouts for our power cable, our speaker, and our S Pen. And then if you want to take your S Pen out, it's very easy to do. Just like that. As you can see, the little S Pen hole is not very deep inside the case, so it makes it very accessible if you want to use your pen. On the other side, we have our volume buttons, our power button, and on the back, it's got a nice hard plastic shell that does have some texture to it that does not show any fingerprints whatsoever. Again, there's where that kickstand lives, and if we turn it to the side again, you can see that it has a little recession to protect your camera lenses as well. And as you can see, that kickstand is in here. It's not going to come out because it is held in place again with that magnet. And you can also put it in landscape or portrait mode in case you want to take some Zoom calls or something like that. And then it just simply folds back into place just like that. And again, this whole piece here is made out of metal. The case is also wireless charging compatible, so if you want to charge your phone without taking it out of the case, you can do that. Just simply place it over your wireless charger and it will charge up your phone. And as you can see, you have no problems wirelessly charging the phone with the case on. And then again, like I said, it's got those nice reinforced edges all the way around the phone, so in case you happen to drop your phone and it hits on that edge, your phone will be protected. And you can also see that it's got a little raised edge on the top and the bottom of the phone, so when you put your phone face down, it won't touch your screen, it'll just touch these little edges here. Very nice case. So that's pretty much it for the MyBat Pro Beyonder series case. This is a really nice case, and it does look like it offers some pretty good protection for your phone. It's got that nice hard backing, really nice metal kickstand, and again, it feels really nice in the hand. I would definitely recommend this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have a flexible clear case made by Simtect. So this case here is nice and flexible, has a soft feel to it, and it shows off the color of your phone. It's also been military grade drop tested 8,000 plus times up to 10 feet. It also has an anti-fingerprint electroplate coating, an antioxidant coating, and a nano oleophobic layer. It can also block 99.99% of UV rays, stains, and fingerprints, which keeps it clearer longer over time. And it also has a lifetime warranty. So it is nice and thin and very light. Fits on the phone really nice, feels good in the hand. It is grippy, it's not slippery, which is nice. Buttons, easily accessible. If we look at the side, as you can see, it adds no bulk to the phone, but it does have a little raised edge on the top and the bottom of the phone to protect your screen. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume rockers, which are separated. On the bottom here, we have our cutout for our S Pen that is easily accessible. We have our speaker and our charging port. On the back, as you can see, it shows off the color of your phone really nice. And it also has a raised edge around your camera lenses to give those some protection as well. It also does have some extra protection in the edges as well. In case you happen to drop your phone on the edge, it won't break your screen. So if you want to protect your phone while showing off the color of it, I would definitely take a look at this case, and I'd definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no problems there either. And then here we have a camera slide case made by Simtect. This case here has been military grade drop tested 8,000 plus times up to 12 feet and has a nano oleophobic layer as well to keep those fingerprints down. As you can see, it does not collect any fingerprints. Nice and smooth, and again, it's got your little camera cover in case you want total protection. It's got a nice smooth feel to it on the inside as well, and this one also has a nice hard backing surrounded by flexible TPU sides. And there it is on the phone. Feels nice in the hand. It is not slippery either. Buttons, nice and clicky. Easily accessible, and as you can see, they don't protrude too far off the case, which is nice. If we turn to the side, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It's got that nice raised camera bump in the back. It also has a raised edge on the top and the bottom for your screen protection. On the side here, we have our power button that has like a little serration on it, as well as our volume rockers. On the bottom, we have our little cutout for the S Pen, so it's easily accessible, our speaker grill, and our charging port. And on the back here, again, it's got that nice camera cover if you want 100% guaranteed privacy from those rear cameras or protection, either way. It's got that nice soft back, doesn't collect any fingerprints, very nice, and you can easily close the cover just like that. So now your cameras are totally protective. It's really good, especially if you like to be active outside as well. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, no issues there. And it's also got some extra cushions in each one of the corners too, in case you happen to drop your phone, it's still protected. So I really like the fact that it does have a camera lens cover to protect those cameras. It is a really nice case, and I would give it a thumbs up. And if you want to have your cameras exposed so you can use them, it still does have a nice raised edge, and the cameras are nice and recessed in the case, so you still shouldn't have to worry about your cameras getting damaged. And then here we have the Walmart brand case, the Protect On. So here is the case itself. It's got a hard plastic back that is clear, and it's kind of surrounded by a plasticky type material on the sides. To tell you the truth, it feels cheap in the hand. It does say it has a 10-foot drop protection, and it's a dual layer case. Let's put our phone inside. All right, so it's not grippy. It is a little slippery as far as the buttons goes. The volume buttons seem to be a little clicky. They're a little hard to press, and the power button is mushy. It does look to have some extra reinforcement in the sides here. If we look at the side view, as you can see, we have a little raised edge on the top and the bottom, and it's got kind of these serrations in the corners. On the other side, we have our power button and volume rockers right there. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, our speaker grill, and our charging port. You can easily access your S Pen. On the back, it's nice and clear to show off the color of your phone. It's got kind of like these little grooves cut out of the back. It does have a slight recession for your camera lens protection. And that is about it. Like I said, it feels cheap in the hand, and the power button, it feels like I'm not even pressing anything, but it's working. So let's see if it works with wireless charging. Yes, it does. I'm not really caring for this case between it feeling cheap and the buttons not being very clicky, and they don't really give you that feedback that you really want, and it being a little slick. I would probably tell you to skip this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Not the best case that I've seen, not even close. If you guys made it with me this far, thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you found this video helpful at all, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, because it helps out my channel and it also lets me know that you like the video and want me to continue making more of these videos in the future. Now it's time for me to give you my recommendations on the cases that I would personally use myself. Now just remember, these are my personal picks. You might not necessarily agree with them, and if you don't, there's a whole bunch of other cases that you can choose from this video. So I definitely recommend going over and checking out all the cases to find the one that you absolutely love. So there's going to be 7 categories for the cases that I'm going to be showing you. The first one's going to be a 2-piece design, best for drop protection. The second is the best 1-piece design without MagSafe for drop protection. The third is the best 1-piece design with MagSafe for drop protection. The fourth is the best card holder cases. The fifth is the best minimalist case. Sixth is the coolest design case. And seventh is the best kickstand case. So the best 2-piece design case for drop protection goes to the I-Blason Armorbox and the Supcase UB Pro. I like these cases the most because they look really cool and they're going to protect your phone in case you happen to drop them, and the phone's not going to pop out at all. I love the way these cases look, and they're definitely going to protect your phone if you happen to drop it. The next 2 cases for the best 1-piece design without MagSafe for drop protection is going to be the Spigen Rugged Armor and the Ringke Fusion X case. I absolutely love these 2 cases. They look really cool. They feel really great in hand. They offer you some good drop protection as well as keeping your phone slim. Now for the best 1-piece design with MagSafe for drop protection, I would definitely recommend the UAG Monarch Pro or the MOUS Limitless 5.0 case. These 2 cases are awesome looking. They're definitely going to protect your phone in case you happen to drop it. I love the way that these cases look and the way that they feel in your hand, and they also have that added feature of the MagSafe. They can be a little pricey, but they do offer you some great drop protection as well as that added feature of MagSafe. Now, as far as the best card holder cases, I would definitely recommend the VRS Glide Pro or the Ringke Fusion card case. It depends on how many cards you want to carry in your case. If you want to carry more cards, the Glide Pro would probably be better for you. If you just want to carry around a credit card or your ID, I would definitely recommend going with the Ringke Fusion card. They do offer you some pretty good protection for your phone, and they also have that added feature of holding your cards. For the best minimalist case, I would definitely recommend the Pitaka MagEZ Case 3. Not only is this case super thin, but it's made of that super strong aramid fiber, and it also has that built-in MagSafe magnet, so you can use it with third-party MagSafe accessories as well. It's not going to give you the best drop protection possible, but it is going to keep your phone nice and thin and still offer you some protection. Now, as far as the coolest looking case goes, that definitely goes to the Spigen Cryo Armor case. Not only does it offer your phone some protection, but it also looks really cool, and the back looks like it's being lit up when it's really not. And for the best kickstand case, I would definitely recommend the ESR Classic Kickstand case. I don't think you're going to find a better kickstand case out there, and the reason I said that was because it integrates the kickstand right into where the camera ring typically is, so it doesn't add any extra bumps or bulk to your phone, but it adds the functionality of that kickstand case, and it's not cheap feeling either. It's actually a pretty solid kickstand. So which case did you guys find that you absolutely loved and you're going to pick up? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see if it's any of the cases that are my personal favorites as well. So that's pretty much it for my case video and my recommendations. Again, I will be putting a link in the description for all these cases in case you guys want to pick them up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use the links because it helps me keep purchasing products to review to you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Later.